проводили при Сталине, после Сталина. Мы показывали, что у нас есть армия, вооружение.
Поздравляю вас с 70-летием Победы в Великой Отечественной войне.
Death to America.
It's May 7, the dress rehearsal in Moscow for the biggest parade ever, the 70th anniversary of victory in World War II, which is going to be celebrated on Saturday, and everybody is here today to make sure everything goes to plan. Russia's going to be displaying some of its oldest hardware, like the T-34 tanks over there, which were used during World War II, and its newest military technology, like this T-14 tank, which has this angular design in order to make it harder for radar to detect. See all the soldiers marching over there, they're practicing. The main focus of attention on the day, of course, is going to be over there, where all of the world leaders aren't going to be. This year's Victory Day celebrations are significant because they're going to say a lot about the isolation that the Russian Federation finds itself in over the war in Ukraine, because its World War II era allies, the United States and Britain, haven't sent their leaders here, and neither have the World War II era enemies, Germany and Japan. So it's going to be interesting to find out exactly who's going to be standing next to Vladimir Putin.
На Красную площадь вступает будущее поколение российских танков. Танк «Армата». В ближайшее время эта машина станет основным боевым танком вооруженных сил страны.
Wow, it looks like one of the brand new T-14 tanks had an engine failure or something. It's stuck in the middle of the square. Good thing today is just a practice run. That's actually pretty embarrassing. That's supposed to be their newest and bestest tank. Victory Day is here, and the patriotic fervor is at an all-time high. Everybody's wearing these orange and black ribbons, like the ones the separatists wear in eastern Ukraine. The kids are on little military caps, and there's so many soldiers around, it almost feels like Moscow is a wartime capital. And in many ways, it actually is. The dress is great. Where did you get it?
I did it myself.
You made it yourself?
Especially with my kids.
You made his one too?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
She's just wearing the coat.
The whole family?
Yeah.
Can you tell me why you've dressed up like a World War II era soldier?
I think that it's important for our children to behave like that in these days. They have to love their country. They should know where they come from, who was their grandparents, and how they suffered in order not to do these problems, not to do these mistakes again.
The Russian government's invested a lot in making sure this year's Victory Day is spectacular, because World War II is a unifying issue for all Russians. It's something you can't argue with. Defeating the Nazis was great. And over the last year, since the start of the conflict in Ukraine, the authorities have conflated the war there with the old war that happened back in the 40s. Most people feel like Russia is now in a life and death struggle with the rest of the world.
Америка, Америка, чужая ты страна, суешься ты, Америка, чужие ты дела. Советские вы люди, за доллар продались, жуете вы резинку и сексом увлеклись. Сейчас же доллары.
We've just met this lady who only
Не, вы
speaks
знаете,
in
молодые люди,
poems.
Америка,
Почему Америка на все страны нападает? Давай, а мне что иностранцы?
А как вы считаете, вот такие парады большие, как на День Победы, военные именно, с танками, с ракетами, какое передает послание остальному миру?
я знаете, что скажу? Это у нас испокон было. Мы всегда парады проводили при Сталине, после Сталина. Парады мы показывали, что у нас есть армия, у нас есть вооружение. Что американцы, смотрите, что у нас есть то-то, то-то, то-то. Я не думаю, что Америка собирается на нас нападать. Она стремится как? Изнутри нас разложить и развалить. Как они сделали с Советским Союзом, так они хотят Россию. Ну, вот у нас сейчас такой крепкий товарищ, который Путин стоит. Пока он стоит, я считаю, они ничего не добьются.
So we're in the spot where you can see all of the corteges of the various world leaders who've decided to attend coming through. There goes Bosnia and Herzegovina. So far we haven't seen any major world powers drive past yet. Just Mongolia, you know, and other small countries on that level. Most world leaders are shunning Putin because nobody wants to be seen with him because of the political situation right now. One leader who said he would come but then backed out was North Korea's Kim Jong-un. Everybody was expecting this to be his first ever foreign visit as leader of the DPRK, but it looks like he's a no-show too. I heard that you actually turned down your plans to visit, you know, the parade today.
Wow, that's just what we say, you know. I'm here in secret, so just the spies won't, you know, the spies and the assassins won't get me.
Your English is very good.
Yeah, you know, I actually went to a Swiss international school, and I was taught English by an Australian teacher there, so that's why I have a fluency in English.
I see. Well, what message do you bring to the Russian people and to the rest of the world?
Death to America.
So we're just here with Kim Jong-un. Apparently he's the leader of North Korea, and he didn't quite make it to the Red Square.
Okay.
The one country Russia's relations are improving with is China. The Chinese president Xi Jinping is already here, and yesterday he signed deals worth $25 billion with Vladimir Putin because Putin's turning east now that sanctions are biting from the West.
Уважаемые граждане России, дорогие ветераны, уважаемые гости, поздравляю вас с 70-летием Победы в Великой Отечественной войне. Великая Победа навсегда останется героической вершиной истории нашей страны. Но мы помним и о наших союзниках по антигитлеровской коалиции, благодарны народам Великобритании и Франции, Соединенных Штатов Америки за их вклад в победу. Однако в последние десятилетия все чаще стали игнорироваться базовые принципы международного сотрудничества. Те принципы, которые были выстраданы человечеством после глобальных испытаний войны. Мы видели попытки создания однополярного мира. Видим, как набирают обороты силовое блоковое мышление. Все это подтачивает устойчивость мирового развития.
parade is coming off of the Red Square, and Putin has just ended his speech. The crowd loves the intercontinental ballistic missiles. This parade, of course, it's not just about commemorating the 70th anniversary of the victory in World War II. It's about showing the world and the Russian people that Russia still has a strong army.